Hey guys, I'm Chris from Champion Helmets, and today I have a review on the Airoh Aviator 2.3. So the Airoh Aviator 2.3 represents the very best off-road motorcycle helmets. So the 2.3 is an upgraded version of the 2.2 in the same name, the Airoh Aviator, and sadly it wasn't good enough to be called the 3.0. It just, I guess, didn't improve that much, though, it's still a pretty good helmet. But, naming systems aside, they have made some good changes to this helmet, and it sits very comfortably in the premium off-road category. Now, the Airoh Aviator 2.3, we're going to take it apart. I'm going to show you what makes it all tick, and yeah, I'm going to actually just show you what this helmet is all about. So before we start though, make sure to check out our YouTube page, and that way you can subscribe to us, you can stay up to date with all of the latest and greatest in motorcycle gear. So first of all, the shell. So you and I both know that off-road riding brings with it certain levels of increased danger and hazard, and so do Airoh. That's why they've gone all out with the shell of this helmet. It is going to be made entirely out of carbon fiber, which is pretty much the most premium material around for a helmet shell. Now, carbon fiber has the big advantage of being super strong, but also super light. Two very important considerations when you're off-road riding or riding in general. So they also have another system called the AMSS, or the Airoh Multi-Action Safety System. And while the name doesn't really sound like anything, it actually serves a pretty good purpose. It's going to be a second kind of inner layer or inner shell, and it's going to have silicone inserts placed between the two layers, and that's going to help to absorb impact better. It's going to absorb a higher range of impacts, and it's going to do that before it reaches your EPS, and that's the bit which is just before your head. So obviously this is a great system. It's going to help you potentially take bigger spills, and I'm really happy to see that. So they've recognized that there's extra danger when it comes to off-road riding, and they have found a pretty good way to at least minimize that danger. So you've heard me talk about carbon fiber and how light it is. I say it anytime we have a carbon fiber helmet, but exactly how light is the main consideration, because a lot of these off-road helmets are very light. They don't have a visor, and they can save a lot of weight there and stuff like that. But the Airoh comes in at 1,050 grams, just over a kilo. That's a super disappointing result, because if they were 51 grams lighter, we could have called this a helmet coming in at under a kilo, which would have been, I think, pretty cool. Sadly, they couldn't do that, but it's still going to be a very good helmet in that regard. Now, with an off-road helmet, it's very important to have one that's light. That's because you're going to be bouncing around, and having a heavy helmet on your head is going to put extra strain on your neck, which is uncomfortable, and up to a certain point, it's going to become dangerous as well. So it's great to see a very lightweight helmet here, and the shell of the Airoh is also going to be available in two different sizes. Hey, so the visor system on this helmet is actually pretty amazing. And that's because it's going to be 100% optically correct, depending on your eyesight. And it's also going to be exactly non-existent, because it doesn't exist. It's a cross helmet, doesn't have a visor, pretty standard. Instead, you want to use goggles. That's because visor systems are going to fog up, get dirty, stuff like that. But essentially, the visor system, top-notch. Ventilation. Now, on an off-road helmet, after safety, ventilation is going to be your next biggest concern, and Airoh have definitely taken that into consideration. We do have reworked chin vents. We have these here, which you can see, and these two, which are kind of hidden off to the side. It's going to bring air directly onto your chin. Up top, we have two brow vents, which are going to bring air obviously onto your top of your head, top of the brow. Then we have also these two very big exhausts on the top of the helmets, and you can actually kind of sop these up with some gear that you get in the box from Airoh, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. At the very back as well, we do get underneath the wing here a couple extra little vents as well for exhaust. So typically, taking the liner out of a helmet is my least favorite part of doing any kind of review, but on this helmet, I'm not going to say it's enjoyable, but it is very easy. So let me just get my donut. And obviously, we're talking about it, so the liner is going to be removable, it's washable, antibacterial and all that kind of stuff. But, I'm just going to show you from this angle. I'm going to just pull this off because it's using magnets. Let me get a good angle. So just like that. It's so easy. Oh, look at that, it just snaps into place as well because of those magnets. So pull it off again, pull it through. Then at the bottom of the neck, of the head here actually, it's the same system on magnets, so it's so easy just to take out and to put back in. I really like that. For the rest, it's also very easy. It does have the emergency quick release pulls on both sides, double D-ring. So let me just take these off. One. Two. Very easy, and putting them back in is also really easy. A great feature in my opinion. So let me open this up and show you the EPS of the helmet, and it's nothing special. As you can see, there's not a whole lot going on in there. There's a few holes which you can see which are quite large for the EPS, for the ventilation going through the EPS. And on the sides where the cheek pads go, you can see some naked carbon fiber, which is, I guess, evidence that it's actually made out of carbon fiber. It's nothing spectacular really, but you do get very strong ventilation, and there's nothing out of place. Everything looks pretty neat and tidy. Nothing to really complain about. So let me show you again just how easy it is to reconnect this liner. So I'm just push it in through here, and I'm just going to like hover it over the position. I didn't actually mean to connect the top one, but it did anyway. A great system, like I said. I'm a big fan of this liner. So thanks to Airoh, we do get a cool little goodie bag, I guess a goodie box with this helmet. And here it is. Open it up, take everything out. First of all, got a couple stickers with the Airoh logo, pretty cool. Not super handy, but it's nice to have. Then we get here a GoPro mount. It's a little unassuming kind of thing. Take the sticker off, chuck it on your helmet, and then put your GoPro in and you can make some cool films. Nice plus. Then we have these here, and these are going to cover the top vents on the helmet. So you take the screws out, put this on, screws back in, and then you're not going to get water into your helmet. Nice for when you're riding in the rain. To get those screws out, you need something. So they've given us an Allen key. So you just take that, use it, and it's on a handy lanyard as well, so you're not going to lose it. This lanyard doesn't have a breakaway though, so I don't recommend riding with it. That's not going to be very safe at all. A removable, a second peak, which is small, so you can take this one off, throw that on. Yeah, handy. A closure kit, so you can close up the vents and stuff like that. Nice and cool. Comes with some instructions. And finally, we get spare parts. This is great to have because you have a few small screws and stuff like that. If you ever lose it, you have this. You got spare screws, spare washers, some spare insulation kind of stuff as well. So you're pretty well covered with their goodie bag. So if you're interested in the Airoh Aviator 2.3, make sure that you check out our product bundles, which are just a short scroll down from the product page. And you can get the CD Crossfire 3 SRS for a very large discount with this helmet, so make sure that you double check those. Alright, so this has been our review of the Airoh Aviator 2.3, and I hope that this has helped you to see this helmet for what it is, which is a high-level premium motocross helmet, and it delivers in a whole bunch of different areas. So thanks for watching guys, I'm Chris from Champion Helmets, I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I'll see you all next time.